Hello there everyone, it is I, King Mike X here with another Dragalia last video. It's up for the Summon Showcase video. And I'm going to be talking about the new Gala Dragalia that we're getting, which got announced during the Dragalia Digest, which are Gala Zethia and Gala Bahamut. And also these ones are featured dragons are featured. Gala Mars, I already have him, though if I get a second one, I wouldn't be upset. Gala Beast Volk, yet to get him, and I want him. Galathor and Gala Cutsef, I don't need as much. But anyway, first up, Gala Zethia. Zethia now holds the power of the Bahamut, the Worm of Genesis. As her pact is only half complete, she cannot fully use his abilities. However, even that portion of his power is enormous, as is the price he pays for using it. So, first up, Genesis Circlet. So, deals damage to surrounding enemies. During this attack, the user will be immune to knockback, and damage taken will be reduced by 30%. Dang! The skill gauge for the skill can be filled by attacking enemies, but also gradually fail automatically. The amount of time required to fill this gauge will increase each time this skill is used, up to twice per quest. And abilities that increase the skill gauge fill rate will not affect the automatic increase. Okay, so hang on, I need to grab my calculator here. Should have had this already. But anyway, so let's see. Her damage is 394 times 5. That is, let's see, 1970. Okay, I wish it would increase over time, but we can't have that, I guess. But, ooh, when there's a search skill, it's a 16240. This is actually kind of a good skill. I mean, it's cheap and it's kind of powerful. Though the reason why I say it's actually good is because of that knockback. Is because of the immunity to knockback and the damage taken reduced. That could be actually kind of good. So it's a strength plus 10% because she's a blade. And team critical damage amp equals light res plus 6. Wait. Critical damage amp? Let's see. If a team member is attuned, it increases their light resistance by 6% when they have a team critical damage amp. Okay, this is gonna. Let me see what this is. So, which means, why is there only one skill? So let's see. Genesis Pack Bearer 2. Grants Zethia a summon gauge and charges the shapeshift button into a summon button. Tapping this button summons Bahamut. Okay, yeah, let's actually go over Bahamut. Well, we'll see. While Bahamut is summoned, the power of certain standard attacks will be greatly increased, and Bahamut will attack automatically. After attacking a set number of times, Bahamut will automatically use the Cataclysm Beam skill. The damage dealt by Bahamut's automatic attack will be identical to the Dragon Gala Bahamut's attack and skill. While Bahamut is not summoned, certain standard attacks will fill summon gauge. So, and swiping to dodge during a standard attack will carry out an additional attack towards surrounding enemies. Performing a standard attack during this unique dodge will then resume Zethia's standard attack combo from her most recent attack. Dodge again immediately after Zethia's unique dodge will instead result in a standard dodge. In addition, Zethia will deal damage to surrounding enemies when she dodges an attack. This attack will only in addition, when she dodges an attack, this attack will only activate once per dodge. Zethia will not unlock a second skill. Okay, so Blessing of Creation reduces susceptibility to blindness and paralysis. Well, the blindness makes sense because apparently when she was doing it, she was kind of blind. But I mean, Providential Blade 2. The 5th and 9th attack in Zethia's standard attack combo grant her a critical damage amp with a maximum team amp level of 1. Okay, so it's limited to 1, but that's still a 20% crit damage amp that you could basically keep the entire thing because you get it after your 5th and 9th. The 5th and 9th attacks in Zethia's standard attack combo, which means she definitely has a unique attack combo. Alright, so Gala Bahamut. Behold, Bahamut, the dragon invading supreme over all, deigns to appear before you, and Gala Zethia says, I will use this power to secure a brighter future for all. So let's see. powerful. Yes, Zethia and Gal Bahamut's a powerful dragon who has existed since primordial times. He wanted people and dragons to have free will and potential, but he lost his body in the fight against the progenitor and can no longer interact with the world. Cataclysm Beam. This skill has a unique gauge with 3 bars attached to its skill button that is filled by standard attacks and dragon strikes while the user is shapeshifted. Upon use, the skill's effects are based on the number of bars currently filled. 1 bar deals damage to target nearby enemies. 2 bars deal damage to target nearby enemies and grants the entire team a team defense amp. 3 bars deals damage to target nearby enemies and grants the entire team a team strength amp and a team defense amp. So let's see. 1 bar does 410 times 5. That's 2050. 2 bars, which is the defense amp, does 516 times 6. That's 3096. And 3 bars, 540 times 9. Oh, wow. That 4860. That's not the highest skill damage you could get out of a dragon. Because technically, Galryborn Agony can do more so long as the enemy isn't in the broken state. And because of the whole double skill thing, which I would count, he could do more. But in terms of just using 1 skill, that definitely is the strongest one. And that's actually stronger than Galryborn Nidhogg's, because Nidhogg's only does 100% mods. But it also gives you a strength amp and the entire team strength amp and defense amp. Max level of 1 though. So let's see, Shadow Strength plus 120. Almighty Rage 2. So, alright, going back to Zethia's thing about the skill, ability with the Gal Bahamut's attack skill, I'm hoping it's that 3-bar one, because if that is it, then this makes Zethia kind of a busted character. Let's see, Almighty Rage 2. Fills 50% of the Dragon Gates at the start of the quest and extends shapeshift time by 100%. But doubles the amount of dragon energy required to shapeshift. The user's maximum dragon energy will not be increased. Okay, so essentially that means that you have to have both bars filled up. So which means instead of just taking up 50%, it takes up 100. Okay, my dude, that's fine. Especially because you get double the shapeshift time and you start off with half. Also grants the user a Dragon Strike while shapeshifted as Bahamut. This Dragon Strike deals damage to multiple targets and enemies near those targets. The maximum amount of the Dragon Gauge that abilities can fill at the start of the quest will be limited to 50% for the entire team. I wonder if that makes me wonder about things. The stats shown here represent the dragon at level 100. Maximum bound and unbound to the 4th stage. Alright, regarding the effect of the Almighty Rage ability Dragon Gauge is the limit on the team. The Almighty Rage ability that limits the maximum amount of the Dragon Gauge that abilities can fill to start a quest to 50% for the entire team, including adventures controlled by other players during co-op, excluding raid battles, when at least one player on the team uses an adventure equipped with Gal Bahamut. Mount of the Dragon. Held by other players during co-op. So, okay, so with Gal Bahamut, it seems like with this Almighty Rage thing, yeah, so this does come with a detriment because of like how you could prepare, but okay, that's fine. Pardon a second. Yeah, okay. So, what's my overall feeling? Well, we have to wait and see. Zethia is gonna be... So, Gal Bahamut, absolutely busted. He honestly is crazy strong. and is so definitely worth it. Gala Zethia is also seems to be worth it, but here's the thing: what determines it is this Bahamut thing, because it does it after a certain amount of attacks. I'm wondering if, first of all, I don't even know what this Dragon Strike is. I'm wondering what that means. But the other thing I'm wondering about is this standard attack here. Is with this 3 bars here. Is with the Summon Bahamut. I'm wondering if, because from what I'm guessing, this Bahamut is its own entity that walks around and is controlled by AI. I'm wondering now if this whole thing is like, if the variant that he uses a skill, if it's going to be, when he uses a skill, I'm wondering if it's going to be 3 bars, or 2, if it's going to be 3 bars, 2 bars, or 1 bar. That's what I'm wondering about. I'm hoping it's a 3 bar one, because otherwise that's going to really suck for her, because Galazina doesn't have much going for her besides that. Like, Gal Muhammad is incredibly strong. Like, she's gonna be a busted character, but the only reason why she's gonna be busted is because of her skill damage. Because the skill damage isn't too impressive. There are characters that does have stronger damage with the skill. Though we also have to find out how much the skill energy, like how much it fills up. But the one thing I'm really wondering about is this whole is with. But where most of her damage is partially going to be coming thanks to the Genesis, this ability with her shapeshift, her unique shapeshift, her summon gauge. Like we know that it's going to be greatly increased. We still also have to see how much it's greatly increased by, and we also have to see how it affects it, because she's going to have she's definitely having a unique combo, because, well, going back to some of the other stuff, let's see, going back to, where is it? Going to combat mechanics. Blades only have a 5th. Only have a combo count of 5. The only one that, generate combo count of 5. The only ones that have, but these ones all have unique combo chains. We have to see how many there are, because I think the one who has the most might be Panther or something. The one who has, I think... Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I gotta look through and see which one has the most unique one. But overall, Gawazathia is going to be awesome to use. And Gala Bahamut is already broken. And you know what? I'm going to talk about... So yeah, that's what I had to say. And just a brief notice, I'm going to I'm going to put in a brief notice for the dragons, because I want to talk about the 5th Empire dragons. Specifically the strength dragons ones, the 2 that we got, which were Zephyr and Agni. If you want to know my personal opinion, based on how they are compared to their the Gala Reborn counterparts, they're good backline dragons, but not good. They're good backline dragons, but not good as they're good dragons, but not as good as the Gala Reborn counterparts, but only for only when you're shifting into them, because the fiber bond dragons, the dragon forms, the dragon skills and the dragon forms just plain suck compared to Gala Reborns. They're nowhere near as good. The only thing that really makes them really special is the auras, because of how strong they are, because the auras are really strong. In fact, for the most part, they're actually stronger than them in most. They're actually stronger than the Gala Reborn dragons. Um, for a certain amount of time, until you get up to a certain and it's until you get a certain amount of buffs. That is because those two have a strength, because all the five bad dragons, their new ability is a strength buff, which diminishing returns thing. With strength. So yeah, there's that. But initially it is much better because of like how because of how it is, because the reborn dragons, the elemental thing is actually additive, because there's already is kind of additive because there's already a bonus thing already in there. There's a bonus because there's already an elemental, because it gets added to the elemental damage modifier, while there's no like there's no passive and active buff version of that. It's all one. The only ones that have passive and active versions, a passive and an active versions that are completely different modifiers, are the modifiers that we have, like strength buff, strength, crit, and damage. So yeah, strength, crit, and strength, crit, defense, all that stuff. But so those ones are multiplicative, at least the first ones, and then every time you add on to it, it's just additive from there, which is why I said diminishing returns. But in terms of Syndom, they're actually immune to those new abilities that they have, that the dragons have. They're now immune to them. So their abilities they give off a buff. The abilities are a buff that are immune to curse and nihility. So yeah, that's why I say they're kind of good back. Why they're good for other characters, for if you're using a unique and if they have a unique transformation or other stuff, it's why they're better. In fact, I think they're only Gala Reborn Agni does more damage after 2 amps. After 2 amps. After two team strength amps, if you get up to 2. As Zephyr, I think it's Zephyr though. It's up to 3, but only with his, at least. I'm talking about the ability boost that he get. I'm talking about the damage he gives just from his abilities and other stuff and other modifiers. Not talking about dragon form stuff, but that's only if you have Mona on your team, because unfortunately Frey doesn't have a elemental damage up thing. While what's it called does, but yeah, actually let me make sure. So let's see, if I was to do, let's just say this 1.85 times 1.7 times 1.7. Okay, and then times 2 times. No, I am. Yeah, that's the thing. Zephyr, as long as you have Mona on your team, it's actually that's like I said. If you honestly, if I had to go by what I'm gonna say right now, Gala Reborn Zephyr is, of course, Volk is still the best one, but if you were to compare Gala Reborn. Comparing Gala Reborn Zephyr, like for characters like Not, who has a unique who has a dragon drive, who has a unique shapeshift like a dragon drive. If you put it on Not, or Mona even, Zephyr is probably overall better. Regular Zephyr is actually can be considered better overall than Gala Reborn Zephyr. I'm not joking about that. I really mean that because of that unique thing. But because of how it is. So yeah. But other than that, guys, sorry I went off to interject there, but so final verdict, yeah. Summon on this random, most definitely. You got the free 10. You got the free daily 10 folds. Just make sure, wait till the last day before you start summoning like crazy. Because of because this banner goes on from, let's see, 9:30, and it probably goes to. How long does it go to? Yeah, 10:05. Well, 9:30. So reset tonight to. So this is on Eastern Standard Time, so yeah, it will either be Monday or Tuesday for you, or depending on where you live. Your last day will either be on Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please click the like button, leave a comment down below. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next videos, which will probably be. Actually, no, the next video is gonna be me talking about Hall. So I'll talk about him when we get, because we're also getting the event tonight. We're getting the part 1, so we're going to have Hall, so I'm going to talk about that. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next time. Bye.